A juicy, nice watermelon. Hey, my name's Colin and I'm going to tell you a little story about these little fellas. Well, it's not little, it's 6 kilos this one, but okay, going back into my childhood, I had this sort of real flair for growing things, and I lived on a farm and I rode a horse to school, to my primary school, and in this little country school they had a gardening competition, growing vegetables and that. And of course I used to win it every year because, I'm a clever bugger. And anyway, the procedure there, how I won them was because I actually followed a plan, the little plan they gave you, and I set it all out just perfect, and all the spacings, and got it all dead right. And it's, it's important to follow a procedure, and you will win. So there you go. And so later on in life I had this yearning to actually grow these fascinating little, well, not little, you can grow big ones, but I did, and they're just little wee like stems that run out, little leaves, but they just produce this huge big fruit. It used to just fascinate me, and I like to do things different. I had this sort of entrepreneurial spirit in me, and I had a crack at growing these watermelons, and then I got interested in actual rock melons, and I started thinking about exporting them to Japan, because that was a pretty lucrative market, quite a risky business. So I sourced a guy that knew all about this procedure, of exporting rock melons to Japan, because it's a delicacy there. And this is the thing, you find someone that is specialised in knowing their stuff, and you follow those people and you become like them. So it's interesting, and this happened with me because I followed this guy to a T, set up a system to produce the perfect fruit for these fussy Japanese people. They just love the fruit, this type of melon. One was a green flesh one was a white flesh one, and a white skin. They look beautiful. So I set the whole thing up with raised beds, polythene mulch to keep the water off them at certain times, watered them at a specific time every day, and a tunnel house system, about 2 k's of plastic, 14,000 plants, quite a big operation. And it was successful because I did everything correctly. I followed the plan, I followed a leader that had done it. And so anyway, this big luxury liner came into Wellington, our capital city, and the chef came ashore, and this is even before we exported them to Japan, and he noticed these 2 fruit, and they brought everything. They brought all our fruit that we could produce, and we did alright out of that. So yeah, it's sort of I'm not saying go out and grow these things, because it's like what we call a brick and mortar business. It's risky, and by risky I mean we grew these by a river. The ground's fertile. They had a flood, a 1 in 100 year flood one year, and it wiped the whole crop. The river breached its banks, $80,000 down the gurgler. So we replanted the whole lot, thinking we'll get the tail end of the market. 14,000 plants went in again, and the late frost got them. But I'll tell you what, the next year I did it again, because I just said, I will not give up. I'm going to win on this, and we did in the end. But I'm not saying go out and do this, because that's what I'm not talking about today. What I'm talking about is, if you've got a little bit of entrepreneurial spirit in you, and have a story like I've just told, I'd love to hear from you. Like if you want a business that'll produce health, wealth and abundance, and a lifestyle that you could die for, I'd like to hear from you. It would be great to hear from you. So okay, that's it. This video's a wrap.